Howdy, folks. Is Vile Mike here so far, and we got Dandelion, Elihu, and LDG all to complain about what's happened the last week.
Yay.
And even then, some of the stuff I'm going to complain about is actually stuff going on. But I'm just like,
I know it's a petty thing, but the Kennedy Center thingy was just
yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Boy.
All right, and
I gotta say something on that.
How you doing, Gab?
I would have no objection if it was called the Kennedy Trump Center, but he put his fucking name in front of it.
Well, because they were going fast.
Yeah, I know. I would have no problem if it was Kennedy Trump, but he had to put his name in front of Kennedy Center.
I do mind that he changed the name of it entirely because he had nothing to do with it.
Yep.
He fired a board. He hired every single person. Every single person voted unanimously except for one because her mic was muted. She wanted to say no, but she didn't get her vote in. I'm like, what the fuck?
Not only that, it's all the little petty things that he's doing. Like,
I know.
The National Forest, the National Parks passes.
Yeah.
He changed to put his picture on them.
I know.
And he added his birthday as a free holiday and took off MLK and Juneteenth.
There's that. I mean, he's literally trying to rebrand the United States government as, Trump USA.
Well,
Period.
Andy, the reason we're here right now is to not be happy. That's the whole point.
Well, this is supposed to be the United States. It's not supposed to be the Trump states.
Mm-hmm.
And B. I mean, that's for one thing. I'm just the fact that he has to put his face on currency, but while he's still president.
Yeah.
And this is the petty stuff I'm talking about.
Yeah, just petty.
Continue to make outrageous claims like giving everybody 1776 military a bonus when the money actually came and was actually allotted by Congress last year for housing.
Well,
it was not new money.
I don't have an issue with giving the military money. What you are talking about, Elihu, is that money was allocated for subsidies to fund military housing, which is supposed to be a stipend every month.
Already allotted money.
He took it away and then gave it back. So really,
And it's not just because of the coins, it's because of everything he has to put his fucking name and face on. He has to change everything. He has to make it all about him instead of about, the United States.
Flashback,
and I'm sorry,
reminder,
I don't see his attempted assassination being worthy of the American something to celebrate the American 250th birthday.
Well, I mean, even if he did that.
Sorry, Dandelion. I just want to say flashback reminder. He had a delay on the COVID payment checks because he wanted his name on the checks. That was the delay. Not financial, because his name was on the check. He was a fucking narcissistic asshole. Sorry, Dandelion, go ahead.
That's what I was going to say. The thing with the coin, it's not so much, I don't really care if he wants to do a coin, but he took away 2 other commemorative coins that were going to be printed instead to commemorate other things like women's suffrage and women getting the right to vote, and one other thing, something, I don't know. Anyway, something else. It was there was a couple of them. Why did he take those away? Why didn't he do all of them? Do those that were already planned, plus his Trump face.
Well, as far as I can tell, it's because why do the other ones if we can just do one for him?
Well, probably because more of the other ones would have sold.
Well, not sold. They were supposed to be actual currency. That's the whole point of them. It's like the bicentennial quarter.
Right. But, you guys don't, that's not the sort of thing where you kind of do it it's like actual currency, but mostly people just using this collector items.
Yeah. I mean, I collect bicentennial quarters, but I could spend them as a regular quarter, and they're not worth much more than an actual quarter if I were to sell them on eBay or something.
Right.
I think the average bicentennial quarter sells for 26 cents on eBay.
About $1.
Maybe Elihu, but not
minted,
really,
non-circulated. Non-circulated minted about $1.
Yeah, I'm talking about circulated ones.
Okay, yeah, 25, 30 cents. Yeah.
All right, and Chris is here.
Yes, I see the links.
Okay, good.
We're getting petty grievances out of the way first.
Yeah, I'm
You're going, Chris.
That petty grievances.
Like the Kennedy Center renaming, chop space on a coin.
The Kennedy
Oh,
Center.
Fix your mic.
your mic is coming in really staticky.
Hold on. Is that better?
Barely.
Hold on.
Sounds like you got interference or something.
Are you in a tunnel?
I heard him.
Now he's not there.
Yeah, but
I can hear him,
Like-
but I couldn't. It was staticky.
Underwater staticky.
Is
Yeah.
that better?
Nope.
Talk more.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah, that's bad. Try toggling your.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Toggling your echo cancellation shit in from StreamYard.
How about now?
A little bit better, but you gotta say more than 3 words.
How about
Yes.
now? How about now? How about now? How about now?
You still
What
sound-
more than 3 words? Not the
you
same
sound
3
like you got
words.
some kinda, sounds like you got some kind of anti-filter, AI filter cutting or manual filter cutting your shit up to hell.
Do you still have weird settings from your karaoke last night?
Are you on your computer?
Yeah, I'm on my computer.
I'll log. Oh, there we go. That's better. Hello?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
better. That's a
Way
million
better.
times
Now we can hear you, Chris.
I just reset NVIDIA. All right. That's better though, right?
Yeah, it's much better. We can totally suffer. I mean, enjoy your voice.
Yeah. No, but the Kennedy Center thing will not end up going through. Now that doesn't mean he won't put it on the, because you know him, he'll do it just because. Did they already do it? That's what. That's the thing.
The lettering is already on the building. It's already on the
That's
social media
fine.
accounts and everything, and the website.
Yeah, but the board has no say in it.
I know Congress
That's gonna be
does.
fired. The board.
Doesn't matter.
I don't know.
board can't change
I
it.
don't want to see. Elihu's saying they changed the name already, but I haven't seen anything, so I'm not gonna confirm.
Oh, there's plenty of photos of it going around.
He'd already put the name up on the building.
Yeah, there are plenty of photos of it already around.
And B, I put it on Twitter. It's in the Twitter group. I don't know if you're in the group yet. Even Elihu didn't get the links when I posted them there. I had to send them to him separately because he didn't see it, and then he had to send them to Dandelion because of other issues.
Yeah.
So
'cause of
it was, yeah. This has been a clusterfuck already this morning.
Yeah.
And
By the
what
way,
were
it's
you
already
gonna-
it's officially winter solstice. Yay!
Yay.
Well,
Which
3 minutes
one-
ago it was winter solstice.
Everyone.
All right, so now that the petty stuff is out of the way, I want to talk about the Epstein stuff
All right.
because,
They heavily
and I'm hearing an
redacted.
echo from somebody.
Elihu?
I don't think it's me.
Nope.
No, I
No,
just
that's
muted me.
Chris.
I was muted.
No, you weren't.
Talking.
Mute now.
I was
It's,
muted.
it's from you, Mike.
Mute now then. Testing 1, 2, 3. You're not muted.
No.
Just like you, I don't have to mute through StreamYard.
Mike
Yeah, I know,
is
but that's
echoing.
the point. You need a mute from. Is it Mike?
Mike is echoing.
Yeah. So I'm echoing myself, but it's weird.
Yeah, you are.
Let me
Turn on
check my-
echo cancellation.
Prove it. You got to mute.
Shut
to
up.
improve it.
Anyway, I think it's probably sufficient that we can still understand you when you speak, Mike, if you want to go ahead with your commentary on the Epstein lack of release.
Yeah, okay. So one of the issues I have was it was confirmed that the amount of data that was in the Epstein files was almost what? A terabyte? Elihu, can you confirm or deny that one?
It was 1.2 terabytes, about 300 megabytes was released.
All right, so how much did they actually release? 119 pages. Most of which was heavily redacted. And even then, when they didn't release it as documents themselves, they released it as links to web pages of documents. 16 of which have already been pulled from the release for reasons. They didn't say why.
Apparently, it was because Trump was in the photos.
That's what they say, but only one of those. Apparently, only one of those photos got screenshotted that I've been able to.
There's only one verifiable reason why one was pulled, is because the victim's name was not redacted, but Trump's name was visible, but the victim's name, Trump's name was redacted, the victim's name was not. She complained to DOJ. That file got deleted. That's one of the reasons why. I don't know about the other 15.
Yeah. And Gap, I believe the search function does not actually work.
It does now.
Oh, it does now.
Well, it does now, but it didn't when I first started looking, and I didn't even have time to go through most of it because, well, I got life, and I'm not an actual journalist. And NB, the redactions that we were expected were for the victims. We knew that. Anything related to ongoing cases, which, according to the United States government, there are none, so that makes no sense, would also be redacted. When it comes to
phone numbers and addresses were redacted, except for for professionals like Michael Jackson's lawyer.
Well, he was a lawyer. That's a little bit different.
Yeah, the example was
if he represented anyone in a new case, he would be an attorney of record.
When the records were publicly released, redacted, all you see was a name and a big old block, right? You saw Michael Jackson's name. People were thinking, oh, it's Michael Jackson. No, it was his lawyer. So what I have to say about this whole shit is, I don't know what to believe, what not to believe, because images were inserted into the files that had nothing to do with the fucking thing. Like, for once, Michael Jackson, Diana Ross was at an Apollo event. Bill Clinton in that pool was at an event in Germany. It had nothing to do with Epstein. That's been publicly verified that that pool was in Germany, not at the island. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Things have been inserted, things have been taken out. I don't know what to believe anymore.
I think that's the whole point.
And the other thing is, with the rampant AI thing that's going on with today's technology, not providing the actual photos, and instead of providing links to online pages which cannot be confirmed or denied to be AI, is completely irresponsible.
Well, your sound is getting bad. Sorry.
Let me step in right there. I would say, just for the sheer fact of having someplace to quickly reference it, is why they did it the way they did it. But you can still ask for all the stuff that's on those web pages. You just have to put in a Freedom of Information Act, file for it, and turn in the paperwork, and they have to give you printed copies. Oh, I hear myself beautifully.
So do I.
Sounds
Sorry,
like
you guys don't need to see.
Sounds like vials.
I backed out and I came back in to see if that would get rid of the echo, and it did.
I feel like, look at this man. On the face. Of the earth.
Well, for one, NB Freedom Information Act. What is it? You have to wait 7 years. Oh, and I hear the echo again. God damn it.
Yeah, no. Mike, that's annoying.
Toggle your settings in your audio settings.
I have Echo Deck.
You have to toggle it.
Mike, come out, leave,
turn it off, and then just turn it off and turn it back on. Both of the settings, reduce and echo cancel.
Why am I echoing and you not LVG? Oh wait, no echo. Never mind. No echo.
Echoing.
Freedom of Information Act. Freedom of Information Act. When something has been released, is an immediate release. That's how you still have to ask for it. If the files are still being held but not released, you can ask for files that way. And then there are rules on length of time that it takes to get them.
Is this
apparently not?
This is not freedom of information, though. This is actually a law that was passed in Congress and
Yes,
signed
but-
into law. So,
But to get the information in print form, you would have to go through the Freedom of Information Act and fill out the paperwork to have that stuff released to you. Anybody in the United States can do that. Yes, it's all heavily redacted. It'll only be like photocopies. And I don't know how they would do the pictures. I'm assuming photocopy as well, but that's how that's supposed to work. Now, if they're telling you, if you fill out that paperwork and you send it in and they say, oh, just go to the website, that right there is not a correct way to do it. But the website, the way they're doing it, I don't necessarily have a problem with it. Yes, it makes it easy for them to take down whatever they want when they want. But for quick reference, fine.
Well, normally under these circumstances, and again, what the fuck is with the echo? I did it exactly what you said, NB, or not NB, LDG. Sorry for insulting both of you.
We don't have the echo now. So when we have the echo, you don't. And when you have the echo, we don't.
Oh, I heard
Testing,
a little
testing.
echo, but whatever. Yeah, when you're talking, yeah.
And now I can't hear anyone.
sounds like your phone is, or whatever device you're using, is picking up your, like, the audio from your speakers.
There's another reason why I say you should always reboot before you go live.
But
Anyway, I've got enough light. I got to go feed chickens, and then I'm running out to have breakfast with a friend of mine. So I will see you guys.
I am so sorry about your
Later.
little chicken, your little chickadee.
Oh, yeah. Little baby chick that got eaten. I think I talked about that last week. Maybe you weren't here when I mentioned it.
Well, I didn't know it was last week.
Yeah, it was like a week ago.
Damn.
Week ago
I didn't hear
Thursday.
about that.
Little baby.
Damn.
My poor little baby chick. It's so sad. Anyway, that's not political, so
No.
well, did I mention it last week, Elihu?
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay. Sorry, everyone. Bad news. Baby chick got eaten by the neighbor's cat.
Oh.
So anyway, all right, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.
That
Bye.
sucks.
So the again, I don't have an issue with the way that it's being done, but I mean, again, when you can take down what you want and put it up, or you're the people who are in control are manipulated, so they'll do whatever they're told, and that in and of itself is a bad thing.
All right, I've tried several things. Every time I do the echo cancellation reset, it ends my audio. I can't hear anything after that.
Can you restart your phone?
I can try to do that real quick.
All
That's what I said. Turn it off, turn it back on again.
Well, let's see what happens.
But the I think that already having 16 files go missing, that in and of itself is suspicious. I don't know. It's just when you have things like this going on, you need people with a lot of integrity, and I'm not sure how much integrity is in Washington right now. You know?
Mm-hmm.
There's integrity in Washington.
Well, again, while there may not be integrity like 100%, I would say that the integrity in Washington is a lot lower than it normally was. And I think this is playing with fire, because I think everybody wants this to come out for the most part. And when this stuff starts happening,
Well, like I said earlier, I don't know what to believe and what not to believe. If things are being inserted that has nothing to do with the file or the case, and things are being taken out. Like, I don't know what to believe or what not to believe anymore.
Yeah, I was pretty much there a long time ago.
Well,
I mean, White House staff, the assistant press secretary, Levitt's assistant, even blatantly put on social media a lie. I'm like, what the hell?
that doesn't necessarily surprise me, though.
Now, I understand Levitt doing that, but her assistant can't
Well-
rule there.
Well, here's the thing. Let's start with the pictures that people are saying. Oh, that's not even that.
No,
Yep.
I still hear it.
Yeah. Maybe where you're at. Maybe the internet where you're at is
Well,
causing it.
I'm using Mrs. Vile's internet, so
That explains it.
dang Mexican
But-
internet.
As far as these photos don't belong here, or these photos have nothing to do with the Epstein report. Well, the one with Clinton in the hot tub is with Ghislaine Maxwell, right?
Yeah, that was in Germany.
Okay, so why do you just assume that has nothing to do with the files? She has something to do with the files, so therefore, perhaps as they were doing these investigations, they found this photo. They put it in there. That's called causality. If you're trying to link things together, you're going to say, okay, here's Clinton with somebody we know who did something wrong. We're trying to follow the breadcrumbs. I
Okay,
don't
from
see
what I
that that's a
understand,
problem.
The photos that were released or the photos that are part of this are all ones that were located on devices that Epstein owned or associates of Epstein had.
And that's my point, is that I mean, it may not have anything to do with it. You're right. But that doesn't mean that you just automatically dismiss it, because if it's found on if it's found on his devices, on her devices, that's again causality. That's something you want to investigate further. Why is this here? What was this? When was this? All that stuff. So I think the fact that you say you can't tell what's real and what's not because this had nothing. This wasn't there on the island. Not everything's going to be from the island.
No, and
so it's. I don't have a problem with that per se.
And I'll be honest with you, if Clinton is involved at all, throw his ass in jail for the rest of his life too.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
No, I'm not trying to protect anybody.
No.
But the thing is if you have 16 files that went disappeared because Trump's name's in it, which you already know he's in there. I mean, come on, people. It's like if he's trying to save his hide or even make himself look better, which I don't know how that's possible. Dude, we know your name's in there, so trying to hide your name from everything would be horribly wrong. Because if all these files come out and then all of a sudden you don't see his name anywhere in there or any pictures of him in there, you're going to call bullshit. So at this point right now, let it go. Just put all this stuff out. The only names that should be redacted are the names of the victims. Perhaps the other thing that should be redacted is any quote unquote gory details.
No, I don't think
them.
unless it's testimony from the victims that they've said that they don't want released, everything should be released. Again, except for stuff that protect victims.
Well, again, it depends. Obviously, nothing's going to happen as far. And what I mean is any of the gory details that pertain to him, Epstein, because he's dead, he's gone, he's not going to get tried. Maybe that's more what I mean. Now, if it's somebody else like Prince Andrew or somebody like that, maybe then you let it go. But I mean, I don't know. And again, we think about who's in charge of these files right now. That's the big one. But I don't think. Let me rephrase this.
I know files went missing. You know, everybody freaking got the very first version that dropped. Everybody got a copy
No,
of it.
16 files were pulled.
Well, yeah,
no, but they weren't. They were pulled from the original source, but they weren't pulled from the internet. Like the second it was dropped, you had companies and people grabbing every single file immediately.
Somebody has everything.
That's what I'm saying. LDG is the links to those images are no longer available.
Yeah, I understand that, but it's not like they're not out anymore. They're out.
There are people like LDG out there who, the second these things started dropping, click the link, got it, and they're done.
Yeah, when Google leaked, I was like the second person to download it.
That doesn't take away from the fact that they took them down or they're not going anywhere. That's not the point. I believe that somebody got a screen share or screen grab of all of it. I could be wrong. There's a small percentage chance that
I'm seeing videos all the time. They're showing them right now. They're showing those all the things that you're talking about. There's videos.
Well, before this stream, I only saw one, and it was the one Elihu was referring to had a picture of Trump, and then they pulled that specific image.
The ones with the desks. I mean, geez, Louise. The one that I really liked was the one with Clinton in the pool, and
yeah, that was the one that Chris was referring to.
Oh, man.
What about the Michael Jackson and Diana Ross one?
Oh, what about the sudden jump in the interest of the new Kill Bill 3 starring Hillary Clinton soon to be released?
I think that, listen, a man doesn't change. If he was doing that back when he was a president, he was still wanting to do it afterwards. I think she knows it. I think she knows all this stuff.
Like Sandra Bullock didn't know her husband was a Nazi and he left her.
It just has. I think the big problem here is that how many weeks ago, or a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, did they pass that law and sign it? How long was it?
Hold on.
About a month ago. Was that 30 days?
Up, I would have Trump signing that bill.
Yeah, it was exactly 1 month ago. November 19th.
Yeah, 1 month ago.
Yeah,
All
they had 30 days to release it.
So here's the deal. When you work in a department like the Department of Justice or anywhere that would handle something like this, and you're told 30 days, and you know you have X amount of paperwork or stuff that you have to get through, you would think that 30 days would be 24/7. Let's get this stuff done. Let's get this ready. Let's go. And here they're like, oh, well, we're not ready to release all of them yet. It's like, well, what have you been doing for a month?
Well, let's see. I'm going to read the actual, since I brought it up, I'm going to read the entirety of the law that was enacted. Mm-hmm. This bill requires the Department of Justice to publish in a searchable and downloadable format all unclassified records, documents, communications, investigative materials in the DOJ's possession that relate to the investigation and prosecution of Jeffrey Epstein. This includes 1, materials related to Ghislaine Maxwell, 2, flight logs and travel records, 3, individuals named or referenced, including government officials, in connection with the investigation and prosecution of Jeffrey Epstein. The DOJ is permitted to withhold certain information, such as the personal information of victims and materials that would jeopardize an active federal investigation. Additionally, not later than 15 days after the required publication, the DOJ must report to Congress all categories of information released and withheld, a summary of redactions made, and a list of all government officials, politically exposed individuals, individuals named or referenced in published materials. So, the kicker I want you to make note of, as of the DOJ, they say that there are no active investigations. So the only thing that should be redacted is victim information. And we know that's not true.
Yeah. Well, but they did do what they said they were going to do, which is release in downloadable format.
Well, they released less than 5%, or I think it was.
I understand that. I'm not saying that. that's one of the other things is you should have had this all ready to go now.
Well, considering that they've had the documents for, they've claimed to at least had the documents since day one. Redactions should have been taken care of before that.
It should have been.
I mean, as someone who's actually had to redact multiple depositions, and I'm talking about like 90 plus 6-hour depositions, it took not that long. I mean, it took because everything is in printed format after the deposition, it's easy enough to do word searches to see which things need to be redacted. If you're actually going through line by line, if you got one person doing it, yeah, it's going to take forever. If you have the entirety of the DOJ, it should have taken a week at most.
Well, I said a month ago they should have been going through and scrambling and getting it done if they hadn't already. And I mean, I don't disagree with any of that.
My general theory would be the fact that they probably have a very small team doing the redactions because they're doing it on a partisan principle.
I got you, Loja. I'll be right back.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that's about the amount of importance they're putting on it.
So, all right. Anything else we need to complain about this? Because as far as I can tell, it's a non-issue as of right now because we don't have everything.
That's the thing. It's still just a like this is the appetizer to hopefully the main course. But who knows when that main course is coming? You're sitting there at the table going like, okay, I'm done. I mean, how much longer for dinner?
Well, I look forward to when the DOJ has to go in front of Congress to answer any questions about this. So those are going to be some really fun C-SPAN episodes.
Maybe.
I could just imagine them being like, okay, so this is a picture that contains 4 men and 2 girls. Why are the men's faces redacted?
Yeah. Don't doubt it.
Now, who do you think is actually going to be held accountable for not following the law to the letter?
No one.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
I mean, maybe the head of DOJ, but not no one of major importance.
Yeah, probably. All right, so let's go with something a little bit more petty and fun. What do you guys think about the American Hunger Games?
Not sure what you're talking about.
Have you not heard of Trump's proposed Patriot Games to celebrate the 250th centennial?
No.
Trump wants to do a youth athletic competition with 2 children from every state to compete in a set of games to see which state is best.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which I don't get. I mean,
yeah, I don't get that at all.
If you don't see he's off his rocker, I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know nothing?
A man and a woman from each state,
children
or territory
specifically.
Summit. It says a man and woman. I don't know. That's what I'm just reading this from Time Magazine.
That's the one I have, and yeah, it.
A
When he
man
originally
and
said
woman from each state territory summoned to the nation's capital to battle it out before a national audience. If it sounds more like a plot from Suzanne Collins' dystopian book series, The Hunger Games, than a U.S. government-sanctioned event, you are not alone. Donald Trump said this week that a sporting event called the Patriot Games is among those in the works for the White House's celebration of 250th anniversary of the American Independence Year. I have no clue. I mean, where are you going to do this? You're talking about Washington. Where the fuck are you going to build more
lawn?
shit?
The original plan was a UFC match in front of the lawn of the White House. Now it's going to be in the White House and different parts of DC.
Well,
like the monument, the National, the Capitol building, Lincoln Memorial. There's gonna be races, weightlifting, other shit supposed to be in the proposal all throughout the city of DC.
I'm looking down. I'm on the same Time article, and they're talking about
Palomar is the only. Sorry, Palomar is the only one that I know that I can find who is supposed to be financially sponsoring this. Is the only one I can find so far.
Who?
Palomar.
I don't know what that is.
It's a data analyzing thing that has to do with the has a contract with the U.S. government.
Oh, so that's how he's trying to get more information on people from other places. Gotcha.
Palomar. I think it's called Palomar.
Yeah. It says here that the slated event for next year is being organized by Freedom 250, a national nonpartisan organization. I don't know if I believe that.
Well, let's look them up real quick, because I've never even heard of them outside of this, so I'm going to look it up.
What is the organization called, Chris?
Freedom 250.
Freedom 250, okay.
Celebrating the triumph.
Okay, I love
American
the fact that I type
spirit.
I literally, into Google, I type in Freedom 250, and the first two things that show up are mobile phone scam, bike scam, and mobile and phone. So Freedom 250 doesn't even, the government thing doesn't even show up in the first Google
It says
search.
here, if you look it up, basically, it says, yes, Freedom 250 is officially described as a national nonpartisan organization launched by President Donald Trump. So, wait a minute. You really believe that's non-partisan?
No, because Keith Kratz, the former Undersecretary of State, was named the CEO of Freedom 250. He is in charge of doing the anniversary. Gee, who did he work under? Trump.
Apparently, it's also part of the Department of Interior in coordination with the A250 Commission. And about $345 million have been earmarked for this.
This is all right-wing. It's not bipartisan. Sorry, let me rephrase that statement. This looks right-wing. It's all bipartisan, not bipartisan. I'm looking at the actual website.
Non-partisan.
Bullshit. It doesn't look like that.
Well, that's what it says it is.
Yeah, but there's nothing here that mentions anything about Democrat or Democratic Party. It's all Republican and right-wing. If it's all America, it should include everybody, not just one side. I'm looking at this thing right here. There's no mention of Democrats. There's no mention of Democratic policies. It's all right-wing stuff. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Well, come on, this is supposed to be unification.
I'm going through the website, their initiatives. Patriot Program. The department is engaging in a private partnership to invest in America's iconic sites and restore America's greatness. $250 million to be spent on public and private investment in iconic American sites. Restoring national landmarks to celebrate America's greatness. Philanthropic support enhances impact and efficiency. I don't know what that has. That's a nonsense statement. America's field trip. In national parks across the country, the department is hosting awardees to participate in unique tours of some of America's most treasured historical sites, giving students a front row seat to the moments and places that defined us, including national parks to host student awardees, exclusive experiences at Mount Rushmore and Mesa Verde, Students explore landscape and explore defining moments in U.S. history. America Innovates. The bureaus across the department will be highlighting evolution of Americans' energy development, including BOEM, BSEE, OSMRE, and USGS, and a focus on future-forward technologies.
Oh, really?
America Gives. The department will be encouraging volunteerism. That's about it. America Waves, an initiative designed to create moments for all Americans across the nation. These don't say anything about what they're actually doing, really.
No. That's how you know it's a Trump thing. It's all words.
And this is directly from doi.gov/freedom250.
And the America Story is a quote by Donald Trump. I don't see any bipartisan here. All I see is right wing.
Not bipartisan. Not bipartisan. It does not say bipartisan. It says non-partisan. Get it right.
Sorry, nonpartisan. All I'm seeing is right wing Republican.
Well, you know.
Well, to be honest, I'm looking at the thing right now, and other than, keep saying America's greatness, I don't really see anything that specifically indicates either party, to be honest. Other than, the waste of money, because apparently for their New York section, they're talking about doing U.S. naval aerial flyovers on July 4th, which to me it seems like a waste of money.
Oh, okay. If you want to talk about waste of money, this project is a waste of money.
They got a national prayer Christian gathering on government property on the 17th. One Nation Under God national prayer gathering.
I don't see anything about that.
I do on the calendar. It's the National Mall becomes the National Grand Sanctuary. They're gonna have a huge prayer and church service on the 17th. There's a state fair on June 25th. Let's see, creative ships, yada yada, fireworks, Patriot Games in fall of 2026. The first of its kind athletic competition was Spotlight male and female high school athletes from every state and territory, from opening hearts to the live final days in front of a live audience. These competitors were like the torch for a new generation of Americans. So state and territories, that includes Guam and Puerto Rico, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about, because I'm going through the calendars month by month, and after they only have stuff listed up until March, and I don't see anything about some of the stuff you're mentioning.
I'm on the events calendar for the official website.
So am I.
freedom250.org/events-calendar.
That I'm right there too.
That's what I'm looking at right here. May 17th, July 4th, July 3rd. It doesn't say when the Patriot Games is going to be. It just says fall 2026.
Maybe it's because I'm looking at the mobile version, not the
I don't think
other version.
Anything like this is going to help our image in the world. I don't think this is going to do anything to celebrate 250 years of this nation, because with the other issues going on right now, those things should be what we look at, not some propaganda bullshit.
Yes,
that is going to cost the country more money.
Yeah, we were supposed to have a public celebration of the Navy's birthday, the Air Force birthday. All we had was a public celebration of Trump's birthday.
Yeah, I know. Is that I just think that there's way too many other things to focus on. This also, get this, he announces this because he's not getting the answers. He's not getting to get what he wants from FIFA World Cup. He's tried to tell the FIFA World Cup that certain places they've already picked to be host cities and cities where they're going to do games. He's already tried to tell them, no, I'm going to stop you from going in there. And they've basically told him, go fuck yourself. We're going where we said we were going. And he's mad because, again, little Trump can't have anybody be different than him or say something different than him. So he cooked up this half coked out, drugged out dementia of a plan to try to compete with the World Cup.
Although I did like his little thing that he said something along the lines of officially renaming soccer to football.
Well, that's fine. I mean, anybody who's a big soccer fan here in the States because they're of their nationality or something, most of them call it football. Around the world, it's the only place soccer is soccer, or more notably known as soccer. Everywhere else is known as football.
Now, it breaks American tradition to have everything backwards. I mean, that's why we park in a driveway and drive in a parkway. I mean,
yes,
you can't.
Well,
you can't do
you guys, the reason we call it soccer is actually because of the word association football, which is a British term, and the Brits used to call it soccer as a shortening of association football.
Yes, but it's I don't know. I don't have an issue with that. This whole, you know what? If you want to do this, make it a real Hunger Games. Send Trump on an island. Make him compete in freaking.
He's already been on an island. That's what the whole list was.
No, not that. Put him on an island and make him live for 3 weeks by himself.
No. Make him go grocery shopping for 1 hour in Safeway. Okay, let's see if he survives that. 1 hour grocery shopping in Safeway. Here's $50. Go eat.
Oh no, not just that, Elijah. I think that every congressman should try to feed a family of 4 for a week with $50.
Average is $7 to $9 a day per person. That's what the government says.
Yeah, but that's not what a lot of people even have.
I know. I spend like $15 a day.
I spend $100 a week to feed my kids and myself, 90 of which is spent on the 2 days I have my kids.
Yeah, I spend about $80, $90 for myself a week on food. Dude, I was on a coffee yesterday, right? I went down to Target. I close the store besides TJ. I went to Target, got the paper towels, went to the coffee aisle. The smallest, cheapest thing of coffee was a 4-pound bag of coffee, $10 fucking dollars. I went to TJ's, got the exact same bag for $6.
All right. Well, I'm gonna see if I can work on the echo issue for the next stream. Anything else you guys want to bring up? Because we hit all the points I was mostly wanting to talk about. But make sure it's brief because the Venezuela war thing is going to be something I'm going to probably go into a lot if I got time. I might do one of the midweek streams just to talk about that.
Well, I might be on the next one. I have to go check something out, and then I'll be back if I have time too. Okay.
All righty.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Later, folks.
Later, weirdos.